but we are now at a moment where the choices that we make matter to the future that we will build. That means that when prosperity returns, the beneficiaries have to be those in the middle and in the bottom, and not just those at the top. That means that as we emerge from the crisis, there has to be a social dividend that improves the lives and the opportunities and the security of working people and their families, because those are the very people whose sacrifice made the recovery possible. Let me give you 4 examples of the kind of choices that we have to make. Firstly, we need to keep a relentless focus on creating jobs. For the labour movement, full employment is the only acceptable jobs target, even if we have to be disciplined and patient in how we get there. We all know that competitiveness is important to support the exports that create jobs and generate income. But the whole point of economic policy is to create jobs and improve living standards for everyone. Rising wages are a sign of a healthy economy. As recovery takes hold and more jobs are created, we should look forward to seeing wages increase and living standards improve. That's one of the results of recovery. Yes, we have to do it in a sustainable way, in both the public sector and the private sector, ensuring that jobs are protected and the prospect of new employment is secure. But the fact that recovery is coming about now means that the next time that government and public service unions sit down to talk about pay, it will be about increasing pay and not reducing. And I look forward to the day when ultimately the FEMPI legislation becomes a thing of the past. If the fruits of recovery are to be shared, and if we are to manage recovery through negotiation and dialogue, then we have to have a robust system of collective bargaining and protection of workers' rights. That is why we restored the minimum wage. That is why we reconstituted the joint labour committees to protect low-paid workers. And that is why the Labour Party committed in the programme for government to deal with the issue of collective bargaining rights. And last Tuesday, the Cabinet approved the scheme of a new bill which will deliver on that commitment. It will reform the law to protect the rights of workers and their trade unions. The new law will provide a right for workers to bargain as a unit, and will provide a means for workers through their unions to obtain a binding decision from the Labour Court, in turn enabling improvements to their pay and in terms of employment if the employer refuses recognition. It will also protect trade union members from victimisation and from inducement to leave a union. As a country,